You're listening to the ESO Network, your station for all things geek.
Exploring the multiverse of pop culture.
This is Podcasserole.
An Adam and JP show.
Well, hell. It's Podcasserole. I'm Jay Patrick, and that's Adam.
Yep. That's how we started now. That's how we do it. Have you recovered from the Dragon Con post craziness?
No.
No?
Well, we're 2 weeks removed from Dragon Con now?
Yeah. You still feel it?
Not now. But that first week I did.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any con crud at all?
No. You know me, man.
Yeah.
Super immune system.
You think?
I don't get sick.
I think we've said this before, but I'll revisit that. Do you think Dragon Con, in the most positive way possible, has ruined conventions for us? Because before we had Dragon Con, we had the small dinkies, and they were fine. But once you hit that, you can't. It's just not.
That's the only one I go to now?
Like in our heads.
Well, Dragon Con and Grand Ole Game Room Expo
right, exactly.
and Louisville Arcade Expo.
Yeah. Because I think arcade expos and fandom cons are kind of on a different plane there.
Yeah.
But have you noticed, timeline-wise, once we started going to Dragon Con, in our eyes, the other shows started getting crappier. And I don't know if that's what happened. I think we just saw the Promised Land, and the comparison made it worse. Really.
Maybe.
It's like Dollywood never changing for 20 years. You go to Disney World, and you go back to Dollywood, and like, man, Dollywood's starting to suck now.
Well, I look at it like
but
this.
It maybe always did suck.
Like, if you want to, you can take little quick weekend trips and spend your money, or you can save up and go on a great vacation.
Right, yeah.
I think that's the comparison.
Right. Yeah.
However, our friend Josh, as soon as he got back, he sent me a text the next day. Hey, I'm looking up conventions to go to now. So,
like the small dinkies again?
I don't know.
Or the bigger one?
I'm thinking probably like a 2-day stuff at night convention, because there are smaller ones. Like I think Fanboy Expo's like that.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe I don't know if they have like.
I think Lexington Comic and Toy Con's pretty good.
Yeah. But it's not as big as Dragon Con. So there are smaller ones you can do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you want that nighttime feel to it.
Yeah.
That's what a Heroes and Villains, a Wizard World.
Yeah.
I'll stop naming names, but those are things that don't have that.
That's right. Oh, Wizard World was last weekend in Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
I hope you didn't go.
I did not. Don't worry.
I hope you didn't waste your money at Wizard World.
I'm curious what the attendance is now on those. I'm curious.
Well, like if 100 people show up, they still make $1 billion.
It's a big increase of price there.
You have to take out a loan to go.
We were fans the first year. I went 1 year.
Were we fans?
I enjoyed.
Or were we being nice because we were invited?
I really enjoyed the hot dog restaurant we ate afterwards.
Oh,
a lot. Not only that, but also the hot dog place and Piranhas. Yeah.
That was the hot dog place, right? Where we got the slaw dog?
I think the hot dog place in it was like it's called something like blah blah's hot dog house.
Oh, it was
and every state has a style of hot dog named after it.
Yes, it was Cody's Dog House.
Is that what
Corey's Dog House?
I think Corey's
Dog
right.
House.
Yeah.
Down on West End near Vanderbilt.
Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We ate there, we ate some piranha. We had good food during Wizard World, and that was more fun to me than the actual con itself was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think if you're not an autographed hound or a picture hound, I think a show like that isn't for you. But if you want more of a combination of that, plus vendors, plus panels, plus nightlife, it's Dragon Con.
It's the panels. It's the fan panels at Dragon Con. There's so much programming that, to me, that's what makes Dragon Con.
Right, yeah.
Are the panels, the fan panels, the fan-driven panels. Not the big auditorium celebrity Q&As.
Yeah.
But the actual smaller fan panels is what I enjoy about Dragon Con. So we started something a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Where we just start a playlist on YouTube.
Right.
And we check in with it every now and then.
Yeah. What's happening right now?
We got to check in now.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll check in later. I can't wait to see what randomly comes up next on YouTube.
This should be fun. But yeah, I hate to keep harking on that, but I'm ready to go back to Dragon Con. I'm ready for it. I just missed it, so I
buddy,
feel
you got to wait a year.
Like my body feels like it's time for it, but it's past. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand.
Like, for instance, I missed in normal terms, I missed Christmas last year because all of Christmas week and afterwards, I was in Hawaii on my honeymoon. So that was amazing. It was fantastic to have the Hawaiian Christmas, but the normal Christmas deal, the cold weather and the presents with family and Christmas Eve and Christmas morning and a tree Never happened. So I get back from my honeymoon, and I'm hyped and ready for Christmas.
And it's
Oh,
over.
we're in the middle of January.
Yeah.
It's kind of the exact same feel as that.
Congratulations.
My body's ready for it, but it never happened.
Yeah. So and that's how you feel about Dragon Con.
Yeah, exactly.
But it has happened.
Yeah.
And Christmas did happen.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You just weren't here.
I know. I didn't experience it.
Mocha leaky ha.
Yeah. I still haven't seen, well, let's be honest. It isn't out yet, the movie, but I'm ready to see it. Are you excited to see it?
I do want to see it. Tell me
You're
about...
focused on your YouTube videos.
Sorry.
Jeez,
I'm sorry.
Louise.
It was Gamora. What do I do?
Landon's right.
I got distracted. You know what that is?
What's that?
This is like when we first started doing the Dragon Con. You remember when we used to do the Dragon Con? This is when we first started doing the podcast, and you would get distracted by your computer screen.
That's true.
And I would be talking to you.
Yeah.
What are you watching over there?
And
Nothing.
sometimes we'd have the big TV of CNN or Fox News behind us, and you'd be watching that.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
I don't think we made a joke.
Uh-oh.
I don't think we made a joke, but I think had we known how serious it would have become, we would have completely avoided talking about Hurricane Harvey on 2 weeks ago.
Did we talk of it in a joking way?
Well, we got a message on our phones. We each got the same alert that it had been upgraded to a Category 3 at that point. And I think I said, what do you think is going to happen? And you said, the usual, death and destruction.
Did I say that?
Then I go into having no idea that it was actually going to make landfall in Houston. I go in to start like doing lines from Superman 3, like Planet Houston. What's this strange land, what is this strange surface of Planet Houston? I really feel bad about doing that.
Yeah.
Because we had no idea.
No, not at all.
What was going to happen. I mean, probably best just not to make fun of a hurricane that's at a Category 3.
Yeah, right.
Or even make light of it.
Right.
So I do want to apologize for doing that.
Right, yeah.
I feel bad.
I didn't know. It's been so long, I forgot that even happened.
I know.
That's how serious that was.
But here we find ourselves 2 weeks later recording, and by the time this comes out, Hurricane Irma has already hit or not hit Florida.
Yeah. So keep in mind, we've had Harvey, Irma, then Jose, then Katia. Soon after that, I mean, keep those in mind, and some stuff we'll talk about later may tie into that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, I definitely wanted to apologize for that. I meant to do it on the last show.
I totally didn't know that happened.
Yeah, I felt bad once I heard it. It wasn't, we weren't making fun, but it just, seeing what did happen, hindsight, it was insensitive. You were talking about it.
Right.
And you pointed out an interesting fact about the miniseries versus the movie.
Right.
Versus the story in general.
Yeah, so the character of it himself is the entity comes back every 27 years to wreak havoc again. So that's why in the original miniseries in the book, of course, they have the Losers Club when they're about 10-ish or so years old, the kids, and then 27 years later as they're adults, he comes back, and that's when they finally, spoilers, kind of maybe defeat him if you haven't seen it or read it. But I think it's cool because the miniseries we all know and love with Tim Curry came out in 1990. Therefore, 27 years later is right now in 2017 when he does come back. I think it's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
So
he kind of comes back.
But like, he can take any form.
Any form, yeah. It's kind of like what you're drawn to or what kids like or anything like that.
So basically, the scary demon-like entity can take a different form every 27 years.
Yeah, every 27 years, this entity takes the form. Yeah.
So this go around, he's Donald Trump. Zing!
Zinga!
Zinga!
Yeah, it's him. We'll get hate mail for that too,
But interesting things is you were talking about, and I think you mentioned this on the last show, the balloon showing up on the sewer grates.
Right, yeah.
You actually showed me photographs.
Some pictures, yeah.
Of taken near here.
And it makes me wonder, like I said, there are people or something has tied red balloons to sewer grates, to storm. What's the actual wording there? Storm
drains?
Is it storm drains?
Storm drains, yeah.
And so people in the sewers and the storm drains are tying red balloons to that. It makes you wonder, is it someone having a fun time doing that, or is that actual marketing for the movie? Because I believe it was marketing that's kind of wasted, in my opinion. Don't you think so? If you see that red balloon tied to the storm drain and you know what that means, odds are you're going to see the movie regardless.
Or maybe you know what it is, but you haven't gone to see it yet.
You think so?
Or it gets people talking, what's with the balloons on the storm drains? And then somebody says,
know.
have you seen it?
Yeah, right.
The Pennywise the Clown?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? No, I don't. Explain. Go further. Oh, okay. Well, you should go in the movie. Well, you see. Every 27 years.
I'm watching old clips of the 1990 It, and it didn't seem so scary as I remember.
Well, comparatively speaking, within context of 1990s ABC television.
Yeah, I guess so.
It was pretty scary.
I guess so.
Yes, I'm Ebert, and you're getting 2 thumbs up. You
checking in with the YouTube playlist.
What happened to them, huh?
Really?
Yeah.
They had so much talent.
I enjoyed that CD.
All right, we're gonna pause this because we have to do something very important.
Very, very important.
Something that we haven't done. Our public duty in quite some. What's it been, like 2 weeks since we've done this?
Yeah, around maybe more.
Yeah. I never dreamed this would become a staple on our show.
You didn't, yeah, I think you wanted it, though. Secretly, you wanted it.
I had to come up with a way to play this every few weeks.
Yeah, right.
This week in NWO News. But I don't like to do it until after I hear this riff. For life. 20 years later, Adam.
So terrible.
Are you NWO or WCW?
Can I just say DX?
Well, NWO was in WWE eventually.
That's true. Yeah, it was.
A terrible version of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Terrible version. Okay, that was good. But, and you know, in hindsight, Hulk Hogan running over an ambulance with The Rock in it was pretty cool.
Yeah, compared to now, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's just the bad acting from Hulk Hogan before he did it.
Yeah.
I hate you, Rock. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill that SOB. Really? Is that what you're going to say right before you ram a semi into an ambulance with someone in it?
And that was bad to us back then, but now we have Shawn Michaels as Colonel Sanders.
Ugh. Man, that's so sad.
Moment of silence for good wrestling.
Oh, we can take a moment.
Yeah.
With some music like this. So we scour the world for NWO news. This goes back to, I guess, the last time we did This Week in NWO News. It was about the eclipse.
Right.
Could possibly be bringing back beings of some sort.
Right, yeah.
But not only that, it could be signs of the end of the world.
Yeah.
As we know it.
I want to tie in some things we've spoken of before. We talked about a few months ago, maybe, the idea of Planet X and the planet Nibiru. Remember that whole thing?
Nibiru, yeah.
And we've talked about, like you said, recently the eclipse and things happening now. But now we're saying the end of the world will happen this month on September 23rd specifically.
September 23rd, 2017?
Yeah. What I like is whenever someone gives me an actual date. We've heard, of course, the Y2K scare. I've heard in 2003, the Rapture. In 2012, we had the Mayan calendar. But I like a good September 23rd.
I remember one when I was in high school.
They're fun. I mean, when I was a young guy, and I say young, like 27, 28, they scared me.
Yeah.
But now, not so much. I kind of see them for what they are, and they're fun to do. So I want to read a little article here from the ntlblog.com. There's a guy I read about, and I saw some YouTube videos. If you want to go and spend hours and hours and hours of your life, go look up David Mead on YouTube.
I know that name.
That's Mead with an E at the end of it on YouTube. And he is a Christian science man, and he believes he has seen things, and he said we're going to see.
I have seen some things.
I'm going to read word for word this article here quickly on the mtlblog.com. It says, every couple of years, someone comes along and says they can predict the end of the world. Much like I said earlier, it says back in 2000 it was Y2K. In 2003 it was the Rapture. In 2012 it was the Mayan calendar. But luckily, so far, they've all been wrong. Now a man named David Mead claims that the world will be coming to an end on September 23rd, according to the Bible and the pyramids together. He believes that a death planet called Planet X or Nibiru, originating from beyond Neptune, will become visible in the sky on the 23rd of September. After that, it will soon crash into the earth and destroy us all. The prediction is based on the Bible passage of Isaiah chapter 13, verse 9 through 10. It says,
I know this one. The path of the righteous man.
No.
Oh.
It says, see, the day of the Lord is coming, a cruel day with wrath and fierce anger, to make the land desolate and destroy the sinners within it. The stars of heaven and their constellations will not show their light. The rising sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. Weird, huh? So it's maybe the first time on Podcast Roll we've ever quoted the Bible. And it's talking about the end of the world with Planet X or Nibiru, September 23rd, 2017. Like I said, if you want to go on YouTube, hours and hours. I was trying to find audio for this, but there's a whole, honestly, 3-hour-long video of the guy talking about how and why he knows the world ends September 23rd. What I want to see on his channel is what happens
on September 24th?
Exactly. That's what I'm looking forward to. Yeah, but that's my David Mead NWO news there for you.
Well, assuming that he's correct.
Right.
And the world does end on September 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what this means?
I'll be really pissed I missed Dragon Con this year. Double pissed.
That's better than what I was going to say.
What's that?
Means we're not going to see Thor Ragnarok.
That's true. That as well.
Or Justice League.
That's not so bad.
But at least we got it.
Oh, yeah, at least we got it.
Yeah.
I think it's out when people put down an actual thing,
It's bold.
I remember in either 2010 or 2011, I just remember that because of the job I was working at the time, and there was a church, a hardcore church, and not just the church, but a lot of their followers across the country and world believed there was one certain day around that year the rapture was coming. I mean, they had a massive social media presence. It was kind of a fun thing all day, and people at my work were having end of the world parties and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think it's.
So what did they do the next day?
I think they disappeared. From the outside looking in, it's fun to do.
So hypothetical situation.
Right, yeah.
Rapture happens.
Yeah.
Are your pile of clothes here?
What do you
Or
mean?
are you here?
Oh, that rapture.
Yeah.
I thought, he makes it sound it's like the Planet X is coming to kill us all.
No. I'm saying if the
Actual rapture.
happened.
Yeah.
I'm so nervous about it, I can't even say it.
I think it depends what book you read, honestly.
No. What do you think? What does your gut tell you? Rapture happens tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are you a pile of clothes?
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage style?
Right.
Or are you here?
Or am I?
Or are we doing the podcast next week?
Am I Kurt Cameron left behind?
Yeah. Or are we doing the podcast together, talking about how everyone else we know is gone?
I say I'm here.
I say you're here too.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's.
It's all right. I'm here with you, buddy.
I think it's a crazy. Let this be known. If the world does end, I want to see it first. Does that sound bad?
I mean, no. I mean, I think the curiosity factor is there.
Yeah.
Like look, we have seen some strange stuff in our lifetime.
Yeah.
I would say between my generation and your generation, because let's be honest, we are probably, are we from the same generation?
Ish. I don't understand the gaps of any generations, but I would say, yeah.
For the sake of this argument, let's say we are part of the same generation.
I consider it
because there's just about a 10-year difference in
Yeah,
us.
I consider it to be the same gap there.
In our generation, we have seen some crazy, crazy stuff. Now, we haven't seen a world war.
No, not yet.
No, but it's certainly on the table. But we have seen a war that's gone on 16 years.
Right.
So,
yeah. I mean, if you follow these David Mead videos, I keep harking on that, but if you do that, not for 1 second do I believe this to be true, but there are things they show happening just in the past 14 days around the world and surrounding.
well, what's some of the
eclipse.
examples?
Just crazy weather
Like
happenings.
the hurricanes?
Yeah, the hurricanes. I mean, you have to admit
Like
it's kind
there's
of odd.
3 Atlantic hurricanes. Well, at the time we
Yeah.
record this,
Yeah.
who knows what Jose's done by now?
Right.
Because we're still worried about Irma at the time we record this. But you got 3 Atlantic hurricanes going right now.
I mean, and they're huge, back to back to back.
Yeah.
To back. If you count
Pretty big.
Katia, if you count that one, some
Yeah.
do, some don't. But regardless, they're big ones happening. That's odd. I mean, just visual stuff in the past 2 weeks from around the world, small things you never don't really make the big news. Just watch some videos.
What's one of the small things that's happening?
I saw the video earlier today. It's like random tornadoes popping up that should never happen, and the history of that place has never had a tornado comes out of nowhere, and sandstorms and landslides and just weird environmental stuff happening. Once again, I don't believe it for a second, but it's just odd, and they have video evidence of each one of these things across the world happening that have never ever happened before, and just odd.
Yeah.
David Mead is full of it, I would say, but it's
I think we've played some David Mead stuff on here before.
possibly strange things are afoot.
Something is
I'm not
afoot
saying,
at the Circle
I'm not
K?
saying
Is that what you're saying?
Planet X isn't going to hit us September 23rd, but I'm not saying the end of the world will happen in the next 1,000 years. I'm just saying times they are changing.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is kind of weird to say.
Yeah.
I've always believed that I play some part in the end of the world.
Wow. That's pretty mighty of you.
I've always believed that, like, I'm here when the world ends.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what I do.
Wow.
You know, the Antichrist's supposed to be pretty charismatic. And you wouldn't know.
Yeah. It's kind of scary.
I'm just joking. I'm trying to get in the Halloween spirit.
That's it, yeah.
I'm just joking.
Okay.
I'm just messing around with you. All right, well, check us out online.
I'm reading here that David Mead himself has spoken with an actual professor of astronomy from Paris who told him that Nibiru is real and he has seen it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that works at the KFC told me that Nibiru is real, but he hasn't seen it.
He said he spoke to him about it. And
Do I want crispy or extra
the
crispy?
professor had a secret film of the planet, and he later sent it to David Mead and saw it himself.
Is this like the, hey, look, you can see two suns?
Said it's written both in the Bible and the pyramids. That September 23rd, 2017, that Nibiru comes and takes us out.
That is not written in the pyramids, nor is it written in the Bible, September 23rd, 2017.
I do want to see.
Matter of fact, if you if you want to go biblical, you'll never know when the world ends. See,
Right.
that's the gig. That's the
gig,
catch. See? You won't know when it happens.
I can't decipher this. Mead says it's very strange indeed that both the Great Sign of Revelation 12 and the Great Pyramid of Giza both point us to one precise moment in time, September 20th to 23rd, 2017. How do they do that?
They don't. He's just making it up.
But what?
But what?
What does he do? Where does he get those dates from?
His head.
I'm curious of the pyramid pointing. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, this is a thing, though. I mean, there is a lot of, there is a group or groups that try to use the Bible to determine when the end of the world is. And you
Right.
can't do it.
Right.
Because you won't know.
Yeah.
Biblically, you would not know when the end of the world is coming. That's why since the crucifixion of Christ, his followers have believed he could come back at any time. Because you won't know when it happens.
Yeah. But September 23rd, visible in the sky. So keep your eyes out.
Right.
Keep your eyes peeled.
And that's not exclusive to Christianity. There's other religions
oh, man.
that, what?
That's the day I see Justin Timberlake outside live. So all day I'll be checking the skies.
Where?
In Franklin.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
Not Justin Bieber. I thought you said
Did
Justin
it?
Bieber. Like you said Justin Timberlake, and I pictured Justin Bieber. Like you've
no.
taken this Bieber fandom to a whole new
It's an
level.
outside festival. I'll be looking for Nibiru all day. Man, if it hits right before I see him, I'll be pissed. At least wait until the set's over.
Right when he does the troll song.
No. Terrible.
Can't fight the.
Do you have some NWO news? That's all I can bring this week for you.
No, I think that I don't have anything that
You can't top that?
can't top that. How can you top the end of the world?
You can't.
You can't.
But David Mead, like I said, if you have 3 hours to kill, go check his YouTube stuff out because they're lengthy. He has one of those, conspiracy radio networks.
Yeah.
Is their main reason, we've spoken of that before, do they believe this and want to spread the word and at the same time make some money? Or do they think, okay, I just got fired from Piggly Wiggly.
I need a gig.
I have a camera and a Yeti microphone.
Yep.
Conspiracy podcast. Here we go.
That's what we did.
That's true. Oh,
Remember when I got fired from the Piggly Wiggly?
Yeah, I do remember. Yeah.
It was sad.
That's one thing I can say as a Southern male, I've never stepped foot in a Piggly Wiggly. I never have. I promise you.
Really?
I never have. I've done tons of mom and pop shops and some nasty, nasty food lines, but never once a Piggly Wiggly.
I used to buy my comics at Piggly Wiggly.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
One of those comics,
Yeah.
Peter Porker is the Incredible Spider
You
Ham.
love Peter Porker.
I would get it at the Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
So
I was in your old stomping grounds
Believe it
during
or
the
not.
Dragon Con weekend for a wedding in Jackson.
Oh, in Jackson.
Yeah.
You're going to Jackson?
Yeah. That's a crazy spot.
What part of Jackson were you in? Jackson, Tennessee, by the way, not Jackson,
yeah,
Mississippi.
Yeah, it was pretty close to the railroad museums and all that stuff over there. Yeah.
The Casey Jones Museum?
Right, yeah. We took
They
the
get married in Casey Jones Museum?
No, it was a small church wedding.
Yeah.
But it was right by the Casey Jones stuff.
Might have been a small wedding, but if you did it on Labor Day, they had big bucks
Yeah, that's true. They did.
to
yeah.
miss Dragon Con.
They did, yeah. Yeah. Sad.
Was it
tell you-
worth it?
No.
Was it worth it?
No. But if someone told you, if someone offered you thousands of dollars to not go to Dragon Con, you'd probably take it. Right?
I will. Look, you're
Right?
absolutely right.
Wouldn't
I will
you?
skip. If you want to pay me thousands of dollars, I'll skip Dragon Con next
That's
year.
what I'm saying. That's what was offered.
Yeah.
But never again. This pain has no price to it.
Pain. What was it? Brains.
Oh, yeah.
Brains make the pain go away.
Brands.
Brands. Brand.
Well, that's an old callback.
To the show days.
Yeah.
Which zombie movie was that? Return of the Living Dead, wasn't it?
Right, yeah. that was
Where
the
they
80
actually spoke.
The 80 punk style. Bring more brains.
Yeah, where you could actually converse with the zombies.
Yeah, I'm so excited
That you just can't hide it.
looking ahead to the Halloween programming we have in the weeks to come.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an early load shot, is it? That's a weird way to put that. But you know what I'm saying. I meant that like
No,
the,
I see.
the
So-
loading way, not the...
We're in the third week of September.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, you're fine.
See, it's not bad.
Yeah,
you teased me last week that it was way too early.
It's like 5 weeks of Halloween.
And that's not bad, is it?
Well,
Like I said,
considering
the grocery stores have had pumpkins in their shelves for months now, weeks now.
that's true.
Yeah.
I've seen ceramic pumpkins outside the Kroger
Not-
for quite some time
Not
now.
jumping the gun. I've seen the Halloween Scream eggs, the Cadbury Scream eggs.
The Reese's
Yeah.
pumpkins.
Yeah, those are back.
Oh, those are delicious.
I'm excited about trick-or-treating with the child in the future. This is my last Halloween with no trick-or-treating kid.
That's true.
It's my last time I can drive myself around by myself.
And go trick or treating.
Yeah, it's the last time.
Like your wife won't even go with you.
It's the last time.
I'm not doing that. Well, we're gonna get right into Halloween goodness.
Yeah, we are.
We're gonna do some Adam's Ghost. Oh. And I'm gonna see if I can find, and we'll revisit quickly, Brooklyn and I going to the cemetery ghost hunting.
Please do. I was telling my wife about that today.
I'll see if I can find that audio.
Please do.
We'll do it.
Next.
Hi, this is Siri. I would never ever listen to the Earth Station 1 podcast. Who the heck says howdy anyway? Why don't you listen to Chris Hardwick instead? I can get you his information. The Nerdist is everywhere anyway, haha. That was a joke. The Earth Station 1 podcast. It's time to let your inner geek out to play. You can find them at www.earthstation1.com or up on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, or wherever fine podcasts are found. Peace, and we're done.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Welcome in.
Grab a seat.
Halloween is officially here. That's right, kids. Time to crank it up with the RIP.
Wow.
I don't know if
That changed drastically. And that picture's terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Snap
So-
out of it.
What?
It's got you in a daze. You're in a daze.
Don't look at it too long. So, we're gonna do our first Adam's Ghost.
We are.
So, what? Was that, did you hear something?
I did.
What was that? But there's a couple of things that we want to do first. We want to set the mood, set the Halloween mood.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to replay a couple of pieces of audio that we've actually done before. The first one comes from last year, maybe 2 years ago. No, 2 years ago. Yeah,
It was too, yeah.
2 years ago. Adam chickened out and Josh chickened out from actually visiting cemetery to do actual ghost hunting. One person didn't chicken out to go with me. That was Brooklyn. Here's the audio of Brooklyn and I actually ghost hunting at where was this?
The Carton Mansion.
The Carton Mansion.
In Franklin, Tennessee, classic old Civil War battleground and house.
So if you've never heard this, this is me and Brooklyn hanging out in a cemetery after dark. And so you can look this up. You can Google it, Carton Mansion and Plantation, part of the Battle of Franklin. And so, after telling the story, I said we could go there. You remember I was like, we should go.
Right, yeah.
We should go and do the show there. And truthfully,
Yeah.
you and he both kind of poo-pooed that idea.
Well, I mean, we'd been before, and it's kind of scary.
Yeah, but you've been during the day.
Right,
Well, I
yeah.
think he went at night.
Yeah,
Have you been at night?
No, I've only been during the day, and that was scary by itself.
And so, no, we're not going to do that. That's too creepy. Well, I found someone to go with me to Carton Mansion. Okay, Brooke, where are we?
So we are at the Carton Plantation Cemetery right now. The
Welcome to the
Confederate
Carton Plantation.
Cemetery.
Cemetery?
I'm so cold right now.
Was it cold out there?
Whatever the scariest thing I hear is the chance of frostbite, because it is cold. We're actually sitting in the cemetery right now.
Yeah, and it's a little creepy, a little eerie. There's a lot of change and rocks on these little markers.
Yeah, I don't understand. Do you know why every one of these small monuments has either rocks or spare change on top of them?
I have no idea.
Do you know why we keep hearing gunfire behind us?
I don't know.
Because we're actually sitting in the middle of the cemetery, and so the battlefield where the Battle of Franklin took place would be behind us. And from that area, no joke, if you listen, you might hear it. We keep hearing gunfire from the woods.
Yeah, and this is so silly. I feel so stupid. But if you look, I mean, it could It could be like lights from the house. But look, it looks like one little person has their little lamp right there.
Oh, it does look like a little lamp out in the middle of the field. Right at the edge of the woods. That is weird.
Well, and it's not like we're anywhere around Nash.
What was that?
That wasn't a bird.
Is that a coyote?
Oh my God.
I think
Or
they are coyotes.
Are they coyotes or are they just dogs?
Oh, I don't think dogs sound like that. That sounds like it's close to our car, too. So, that's Brooke and I hanging out in a cemetery.
It's terrifying. That's what it is.
Actual audio of what happened.
Yeah.
Not doctored in any way.
Right.
That was happening as we were recording.
Jeez. Man.
So I wanted to play that.
Uh-huh.
And then you said it would be a good idea to revisit some of our creepy audio
I think so.
that we had like a couple of years ago.
It still chills me to the bone when I hear this.
We did the creepy audio.
Right, yeah.
Do you have a request to start with?
Not really. Give me all of them.
You want to hear all of them?
Yeah.
Let's jump right into it. Let's go with the number stations creep me out.
Oh, big time, yeah.
So number stations, quickly, if you don't remember this episode, I'll reset it up quickly. Number stations are still in use today. They have been used in the past as a way for spies to communicate with each other. Number stations can be found usually on shortwave radio, and you have to know the right frequency to tune into, and you can hear odd things on these number stations. Some say drug dealers still use.
Really?
Like intercontinental drug dealing might be. They may have actually started using the number station technology. So some of this could be, and then some say it's still spies. Spies still use number stations because usually it's a code that's uncrackable. Because if you don't have the key, it just sounds like random numbers on most of them. And so here's
either way, it's so creepy though.
Yeah, let me start with this one. This one is kind of creepy. This is called the Swedish Rhapsody Station. Yeah, and here's one that's called the Backwards Music Station. Some say this is like a burst that if you have the right equipment, then you can actually translate this.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so weird. These on like CB radios or ham radios or FM AM.
Like
What's the scoop
ham
here?
radios can pick them up.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And then the one that is fake, it's a fake number station, but to me is some of the creepiest audio because they knew what they were doing. It was a promotion they did with the Dark Knight Rises, and it was actually giving out coordinates to sneak peek theaters.
Uh-huh. I do remember this, yeah.
3028004 -9777388. 422949 -71394.
So yeah, it's still creepy.
Yeah.
It's just a creepy sound. The next thing that we have is supposed, this is, if it's real, it's so sad. It's supposed audio of a female cosmonaut
Oh, yeah.
who's had a horrible explosion on the craft,
forgot about
and
this
she's
one, too.
actually it's her trying to communicate. Basically, she's dying, coming back in
Yeah, I
through
forgot about this one.
through the atmosphere. That was her last transmission.
Jeez. Man, you're bringing me down here.
Well, you wanted to hear these.
Bring me up a little bit. Bring me up.
All right, I'm going to bring you up with the radio interruption, which is one of my
All
favorites.
right.
It was supposed to be this radio station, this public radio station, just in the middle of their regular day of broadcasting, and then all of a sudden their broadcast gets interrupted.
In 1987, Henrietta Graham, mother
Oh,
of
yeah.
Ralph, Sal, and my friend. March 17, 1988, Edward McGillis, brother of William, Jim, May, and Peggy, father of Shirley, Allie, and Josephine. April 1988, Ruth Mamani, wife of Rocco, friend of Bob and me. October 1988, Morgan Schunick, father of Barbara, husband of Elsie, Barbara's dad. August 22nd, 1985, Irene McGillis DiTullio, sister of Millie, Margaret, D'Antoni, Ida, Dominic, Nair.
You're tuned to WKCR FM New York, 89.9 on your dial. Colombian music is running a little late. It will be starting in a few minutes.
Yeah, that fade out.
Uh-huh.
What, did they ever decipher that? What they was saying? It seems like some dates.
Some say it was a joke.
Yeah. It's like the old
It was a
Max
prank.
Headroom taking over the airwaves back in the day. Did you ever see
Yeah.
that? Like the TV broadcast, they have no idea where it came from or what happened.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Some say it's actually a list of birth and death dates of people in that area, and then it was just a joke that they pulled. But if it's not, where did it come from and how did it happen?
It's creepy regardless.
Believe it or not. I'm going to play this one. It's marked Wandering Soul. I'm going to play it and see if I can remember the story behind it. I don't remember right off the top of my head what this was.
Ooh. I don't remember that one.
I know there was a story. Oh, the Wandering Soul. I think that was taken in the Vietnamese jungle.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't remember that story.
during the Vietnam War. And I think that was audio from what was supposed to be the Wandering Soul of the jungle.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's the story behind it. Could be wrong about that.
We'll roll with it.
Wow, man, this one always gets me.
What's that?
It's the exorcism of Annalise Michael.
I don't wanna.
Oh, the audio of an actual exorcism.
I don't like that.
Yeah. All right. Good night, everybody.
Okay, see ya.
Go see it,
Man, that makes me actually cringe once a year. It's that good sour taste in your mouth. Sorry for that.
Here's one of our favorites, the Coast to Coast call.
This
is a classic.
Art.
Okay, what we're thinking of as aliens, Art, they're
Arthur.
they're extra-dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51. The disasters that are coming,
So this guy goes on,
the military.
and then all of a sudden he goes dead. Like the show goes dead. It's knocked off the air. And then when they get back on the air, this is Art explaining what happened.
In some way, something knocked us off the air, and we're on a backup system now.
It's the government or something.
Well, did you hear? Now, you tell me because you were listening.
That was awful strange.
There was a really weird guy on the air when it went off?
Yeah. Real weird out.
Art Bell, there's a weird guy on that show every night.
Art?
Paranoid,
Yeah.
schizophrenic.
Like crying and everything.
So that's that. Then the last one that we have, which I believe to be fake, because it sounds fake, is a 911 call
Oh yeah, that was. Yeah.
with the Slender Man. Should we even play it?
For old time's sake, yes. But if you have headphones, take them out. or at least bring them down a bit. Because
Yeah.
this is a loud. I remember clearly this is a very loud one.
This is very loud.
But it's 100% fake. But it's Halloween time.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun.
Man doing now? What's the matter?
He's in front of the window, facing me.
It's creepy though.
Back away from the window, get your brother, go into the restroom, and lock the door. Young lady, are you okay?
Young lady.
Hello? Are you there? Hello? Young lady, are you okay?
I'm fine now. I'm not scared anymore. The tall man just wants to play.
That's pretty creepy.
Two things give that away as being fake.
What's that?
The young lady.
Young lady.
And him, take your brother, go into the restroom. Because you're in a Denny's. Go to the restroom.
Denny's.
Stay away from the Grand Slam breakfast.
Yeah. I mean, that is, of course, totally fake, but there are some crazy things happening and people blame Slender Man for it. That's true.
Uh-huh.
Didn't say he did it, but they blame him for it. Was there two young girls? Like,
Yeah.
It was some crazy
Slender
stuff.
Man trials.
Yeah.
Well, the creepy audio.
Yeah. Just to get you back in the Halloween mood.
The return to the cemetery with Brooke.
Right. I believe, I see where you're going with this, and I like it. Keep that in mind. Keep that train rolling, but I think we should get Mike Dudley back on to talk more about Halloween movies soon, too.
Well, we didn't do our summer super show.
We talked about it, never happened.
Because a lot of vacations happened, a lot of traveling.
Right.
Rarely, I think, was there a week that all four of us were in town at the same time.
Right.
I propose that instead of doing a summer super show, we get Josh,
the Fall Fiesta,
and Mike.
Uh-huh.
I like the way you're thinking from Collection Connection, and we do a Fall Fiesta.
I like it.
/ Halloween show.
I like it. We've teased it for a while. Now it's time. Kids are back in school. Summer vacations are over. Dragon Cons came and went for some, not for me.
Just can't be the first week of October. I'll be out of town.
Okay, yeah, okay.
But yeah, we need to seriously sit down and get that going.
Yeah, I agree.
But all of this has been a lead up to, and my mind is like, right now I'm sitting here on the cusp of this, and I just keep thinking, like, what is going to be the thing this year? What's going to be what's going to be the lady in the lake this year? What's going to be the
Booger Gym?
The Booger Gym. That's right, boys and girls. The moment you have been waiting for, the 2017 premiere of Adam's Ghost. Click, click, click. I had to send a little telegram about it right before I started. Adam's Ghost. Whenever you're ready.
I'm trying to make the moment build up.
Oh, I understand.
It's a big deal. We start Adam's Ghost every year. I'm not sure if it happens on purpose, but I believe we should start it with the Tennessee ghost readings.
We usually start with something in
We're
Tennessee.
in the Tennessee area. Some would say that's the state we live in.
Yeah.
And I believe it's only right to make it start with Tennessee, because as we like to give, this is the beacon, this is the call out, because Adam's Ghost, the season of the Ghost has started. And after this, you can reach us online in certain places and let us know what we should do. But now it's Tennessee time.
And since social media and email seem to be so active,
yeah,
I think 2017,
I believe this may be a good year for Adam's Ghost.
is a good year for you to submit your ghost story. Email it, at adamnjp.com.
Now, I can go random, but I think the ultimate random beauty of this idea, of this little segment here, is when it's totally random. So please, JP, give me a random city in the state of Tennessee. We're going to search the best ghost stories from that city.
I'm going to go with Bristol, Tennessee.
Bristol, Tennessee.
Right there on the border.
In Bristol, Tennessee. This feels good to do this. Back in the saddle. In Bristol, Tennessee, at the Arnett home. And disturbed by some kind of disgruntled spirit, loud, very clear sounds of someone walking around are heard in both the day and the night. The house is said to have a very natural influence on many people. There have been reported sounds of guns being fired in the backyard, but no one being present. Also, very faint whispers have been heard when being alone in the house.
Love the faint whispers.
It's like an 80s band, doesn't it? That's in Bristol, Tennessee, the Arnett home. How about, what's always creepy?
You are the creepiest ghost I've ever seen.
How about Sullivan East High School in Bristol? A long, long time ago, back in the 1980s, a young girl hid from the teachers in the janitor's closet. Ooh.
Oh, boy.
The janitor then did bad things to her and then murdered her. He put her in the cafeteria salad bar. Now to this day, every day the lunch ladies fix salads. They can hear the girl screaming for help in a low, deep voice. The Sullivan East High School in Bristol, Tennessee.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
The janitor murdered the little girl and put her
Well,
in
a high school girl, yeah.
In the salad bar. Well, okay. Now we're just arguing semantics.
Well, she's in the high school, so I'd imagine she's a girl, an almost adult female.
So the janitor commits murder,
right,
and places the victim in the salad bar.
Yeah, I would imagine like there's the trays and there's the ice below it to keep it cool.
Uh-huh.
I would think she's in the little ice tray below it. I'm thinking like a janitor
or a murderer.
Well, yeah, what you mean?
I'm just putting myself in his shoes. Put myself in his janitor boots.
Let's see.
You know what makes the janitor go over the edge?
What's that?
It goes back to what we were talking about a couple of weeks ago.
What's that?
Kids vomiting all the time and having to clean it up.
That's true. That's true. The kitty litter and stuff.
Yeah.
Give me one more city from the beautiful state of Tennessee.
From Tennessee.
Like the salad bar murdering janitor. What else can I give you?
Right off the top of my head, let's go with Sparta.
Sparta, Tennessee. Where is Sparta, Tennessee? Is that west, east? Where are we talking
And
here?
it's west of here, right? East of here. It's northeast of here.
Sparta is so crazy, there's no ghost story in Sparta. It's so small.
Believe it or not. Let's go with...
I know we've done that before, but I want to revisit that because right below where Sparta should be is the town known as Suck Creek in Tennessee.
Suck Creek?
For some reason, Suck Creek is in my head.
All right, let's do Suck Creek.
And the canyons of Suck Creek. That sounds like a movie I watched when I was in high school.
Yes?
In the canyons of Suck Creek.
Back to the creek.
In the canyons of Suck Creek, there's a trail that leads up the mountains to Princeton Cooper, a local nature reserve. Some nights on this trail, you can see and hear a man groaning and walking aimlessly, looking for the men who killed him. The folklore tells of a slave that tried to escape freedom before he could get very far. Men on horses came and then did bad things to him. This is you know how this is written terribly.
It sounds like you're skipping details. It sounds like that's the second story you've skipped details. Were they,
the men came back to discover him still alive.
Bad stuff went down.
So they beat him until he died. Anyways, now he searches for vengeance in Suck Creek.
I hope he finds it.
In the canyons of Suck Creek.
How many people could be in Suck Creek, really?
That's a good question.
If you've got electricity at Suck Creek, let us know.
For the first inaugural 2017 Adams Ghost, give me one last random city in Tennessee. We'll wrap it up.
Marlboro, Tennessee.
Is that a real place?
Yeah.
Oh, is it next to Winston? I've never heard this before.
It's west of here.
Marlboro?
Marlboro, Tennessee.
I don't see any there are no ghosts in Marlboro.
All right. Well, let's go with Martin, Tennessee.
Martin, Tennessee. It's got to have one in Martin. Here we go. The University of Tennessee, Martin. UT Martin, we all know and love. At the Martin Clement Hall.
If you're not good in high school, you go to UT Martin.
I didn't say it, but it's true. This is the oldest building on campus and is used as a dorm hall when needed. Now, on the 4th floor of the Martin Clement Hall at UT Martin, a student killed herself and has since haunted the hall. The annual haunted house is held here, but not on the 4th floor because that is where she roams. Students have reported strange happenings on the 4th floor, especially in the community bathroom. The Martin Clement Hall at UT Martin. Yeah.
Believe it or not. Is there another one from Martin?
That's the only one in Martin.
That's it?
That's it. How about Maryville? Right? It's
Maryville over there near Gallenberg, right?
Yeah, a little around there. How about people say they hear a little girl crying in the halls of the Carpenter School in Maryville? Now, plus, the school is built on the cemetery. Yeah, of course, that's the way it works. When you're outside playing, ghosts come up to you and grab you and try to take you away, but if you do not look at them, they'll leave you alone.
Don't look at me.
No. Also in Maryville College, the Wilson's Chapel, it said that Lily, a shy woman who worked behind the scenes in the drama department, was left by her lover, the star of the show. I think it's supposed to say for the star of the show. It is said that she
Or her lover was the star of the show.
It's possible, yeah. It is said that she continues this tradition and can be seen in the catwalks above the stage.
On the catwalks?
In her favorite black and white dress.
Does she shake her little tush on the catwalk?
I bet she does. Last but not least, in Maryville, at the Porter Elementary School, it is said in the gym and the boys' locker room that a young man hung himself. That's sad. The toilet flushes now by itself, and the closet light goes on and off by itself.
Well, most toilets flush by themselves now.
That's true. You're right.
That's really that's just technology. That's not haunted.
Also in the theater, there's said to be ghosts walking around and playing the piano when no one is around.
You hear that, boys?
At the elementary school in Maryville.
It's Dr. Vigman. They hate that.
And that's the beginnings of Adam's Ghost for 2017. I think our big story's coming soon. You don't know. That's how it works here.
Yeah, I don't know.
So give us an email, ajp@adamandjp.com. Get us on Twitter @adamandjp. Or on facebook.com/adamandjp. Let us know what city and what state you want to hear your Adam's Ghost stories from.
Adam, I just don't think there's going to be a Booger Jim
You
this
don't
year.
know. For the past years, you've never known.
I know, but
We've had
Booger Jim is like a 100-year flood. It only happens once in your lifetime.
We've had fans and artists give us, and fans and listeners give us artist renditions of their own interpretation of
Yes,
Booger Jim.
that's true.
Yeah.
Here's your Halloween song. Favorite Oak Ridge Boys song.
Ooh,
Go.
This one. You think anyone else in the other parts of the country besides ours knows the song at all?
Elvira?
Because they shouldn't.
I'm sure Elvira knows the song.
Yeah. She should go to Dragon Con. Cassandra Peterson, why is she not there?
She's been to Dragon Con.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to meet her.
I would too.
Have a chit chat, you know?
She seems cool.
But yeah, Elvira, I think, what is the one celebrity, and I don't even mean like the term date is weird and creepy. We're happily married men, but as in like go on and have an actual.
You mean who'd you leave your wife for?
No, across the table.
Oh, no, I want to do this. Who would you leave your wife for?
No, across the table conversation. It could be even a guy if you want. Who is you want to pay for a date for? Really? Who would you pay money
to have dinner with?
Yeah, have dinner with.
Oh.
There are probably a few, but who? I mean, top of your head, first one you think of. Elvira would be fun, right?
Elvira would be fun.
Yeah.
But she's told that story before.
What's that?
On the Nerdist podcast.
What's that?
Where she participated in that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she participated in like a win a dinner with Elvira contest.
That's pretty funny. I never
And
heard
then
that.
the winner like got sloppy drunk and embarrassing.
Wow.
And she snuck out the back door with her assistant.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I never heard that story.
But this was at the height of Elvira mania.
Yeah.
You know. Like after she was doing the commercials and
right,
stuff.
yeah.
Who
I think Stan Lee would be fun, of course, and that's kind of known.
You leave your wife for Stan Lee?
No, leaving the wife.
Oh. I thought that's what you said you would do.
Not for Stan Lee.
I don't know. That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Tough. That's tough. I like how you picked like safe Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Like, baby, I went with an old white man who's on his goodbye tour at conventions.
I told you it could easily be like Charlie Sheen. I would pick Charlie Sheen. As
Charlie
well.
Sheen?
Yeah,
That'd be a waste.
That'd be a great dinner.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah. Have you seen the previews for the 9/11 movies in? That came out of nowhere. With Charlie Sheen and Whoopi
looks
Goldberg.
amazing.
I mean, it looks different.
It does not look
It looks-
amazing.
yeah, I can't believe that one's called. Out of all the movies that could have happened, that's the one called 9/11.
Yeah. The one with Charlie Sheen and Whoopi Goldberg.
In an elevator, yeah. Wow.
Is that the whole thing? Are they stuck in an elevator?
I think the majority of it seems like it is, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Just one person. I'm not saying you're best, but give me one person you would pay $400 to have a dinner with.
Oh, okay.
Because we're not people for autographs or photo ops, but I think a dinner, a sit-down conversation is different.
Steven Spielberg.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's doable.
I think that'd be fun. He'd probably hate me, but
Yeah. Okay, lightning round. Would you? We're up to an even 500.
Uh-huh.
Would you pay $500 to go on dinner with Mr. Bean?
No.
Carrot Top?
No.
Sinbad?
No.
Martin Lawrence?
No.
Wow, drive a hard bargain. Gina Davis?
No.
Tom Hanks?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Do
you want me to do that to you?
Sure.
Like just whatever celebrity I could think of.
Lightning round me. $500 dinner.
$500. Jimmy Fallon.
Yes.
Stephen Colbert.
Yes.
Jimmy Kimmel.
No.
Conan O'Brien.
Yes.
Zoe Deschanel.
No.
Chris Pratt.
Yes.
Michael Rooker.
Yes. This is fun, right?
David Bautista.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel.
No.
The Rock.
Yeah. You have better choices. I was like Carrot Top, Mr. Bean. Yours are more fun. It's a fun game.
James Gunn.
Yeah, definitely.
Sean Gunn.
No.
Peter Gunn.
No. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. One more round. What you do to me.
Okay.
This is not even like we're doing a show anymore. We're just hanging out. What is going on?
Bette Midler.
No.
Really?
Oh, hell no.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Nope.
Wow.
None of the cast of
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus
I was
Pocus.
trying to go down that road. How about Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yes.
Steven Seagal?
No.
Dolph Lundgren?
No.
Sylvester Stallone?
Yes.
Let me think here. I'm trying to go outside of the box.
By the way, it was Zoe Saldana I was trying to think of earlier.
Okay.
What, would that be on your list? Zoe
No.
Saldana? Okay.
If he were alive, Jackie Gleason?
No.
If he were alive, Dudley Moore?
No.
If he were alive, Bob Ross?
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
If he were alive, Steve Irwin, Crocodile Hunter?
No.
Sadly, he's still alive, Guy Fieri?
No.
Man.
I would have to buy him dinner.
Here, hold my glasses. That's all I've got for you.
All right.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was fun.
Man, so I'm back on, not to go back to it, I'm still on my, my scavenging ghost story page here.
Yeah.
And every time, that's how they get me. They have these scrolling ads of the ghosthunterstore.com, of Ghost Hunter gear.
Yeah.
And I want to bring my gear back out. Is this the year we go ghost hunting? Oh, yeah.
I've already been.
2 years ago.
We listened to it earlier.
It's time to refresh it.
No, because you'll just check it out again.
No.
Yeah, you will.
No.
Yeah. Come on, that'd be fun.
I think we should go.
Can't. What if a ghost gets me? Got a kid on the way.
Yeah, it's a good reason, right? It's a good reason.
Well, I think that does it.
That's about it.
I think that's all we can do.
That's about it. Next time you hear us, we'll actually see the movie It, and I want to talk about that in the link, I think.
Yeah, we got to see that.
This will be the second movie I've ever seen by myself in theaters.
That's a good one to go see by yourself.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you're. I think you are gonna cry.
I thought about because the local one here has a nice the dine-in experience. The one a few towns over has a nice dine-in. I read about it, and you sit down. An actual waiter comes and it's silent, and they bring you well-priced, tasty food.
During the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible. I'd be get out of here. I'm trying to watch the movie.
But you have like a tray, you're eating on a table, and you're watching I'm thinking about doing it.
So you have to. Oh, wait.
What's that?
So you have to eat while you listen to all these hobos around you eat?
Yeah, it's like a restaurant. Have you heard
By
of
the
a
way,
restaurant?
I said hobos.
Have you heard of a restaurant?
If you want to get me for saying something politically incorrect, a hobo is a person who rides a train from town to town.
We prefer homeless man, homeless person.
I said hobo with a shotgun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I think that'd be kind of a fun experience.
Yeah. Have you been torturing me the entire time we've been recording?
What do you mean?
I think you have.
No. Just thrice.
Make sure to check us out online at adamandjp.com.
Patreon.com/podcastroll and on Twitter at adamandjp. Let me know what you want from Adam's Ghost. Let me know.
Next week, more Adam's Ghost.
It's exciting.
Every week until Halloween.
It's so exciting.
The countdown is on.
Yeah.
I'm Jay Patrick. That's Adam.
Eat your podcast roll.
This has been a production of the Adam and JP family of on-demand talk radio.
AdamandJP.com.
Right now.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network, your station for all things geek, classic, current, and beyond. Be part of the crew at ESONetwork.com.